Let me now bring in former U.S. Ambassador to Iraq, Albania, and Turkey, Ambassador James Jeffrey. He was also the Deputy National Security Advisor for President George W. Bush. Ambassador, good morning to you. President Trump has been signaling for, days now, weeks, that he's lost patience with Putin. How much of a punch are you expecting from today's statement?
Good morning, Markie. Thanks for having me on. This is dramatic. President Trump asked suddenly for the NATO Secretary General to join him. He clearly will make an announcement about this new scheme to have Europeans buy our weapons and send them to Ukraine, bearing in mind that Trump has allowed weapons that were approved in the Biden administration to continue flowing. So that's very important. Secondly, as you mentioned, the sanctions legislation that has overwhelming support in the U.S. Congress. Trump has signaled that he will agree to that, although possibly with some flexibility on implementation, because it will have a huge impact on oil markets. The Europeans are going to be taking interest from the Russian money that is frozen in Europe. Finally, the Secretary of State, Rubio, has been talking with the Russians about a possible new negotiating parallel line. This indicates that there could be real movement towards peace in Ukraine fairly soon.
Yeah, and I guess my big question too is, does Putin care about that? NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte is also set to meet with President Trump as early as today in Washington. To your point, the president says the U.S. will begin sending NATO more sophisticated weapons. They're going to be 100% paid for by NATO. Does that actually bring Putin to the negotiating table, that mixed with sanctions?
I've negotiated with Putin, with Presidents Bush and with Secretary Pompeo on Syria and on Georgia. He's very tough, but he is also realistic. If he doesn't think he can win on the battlefield, and these steps are going to make it harder for him to win on the battlefield, and if he thinks that there is a reasonable negotiated compromise deal, which frankly the Ukrainians have not yet tabled, then it's quite possible that Putin will find a way forward to get to a ceasefire.
We also know, we've been talking about this for years, Putin wants Ukraine to, cede a sizable portion of territory to them. Has the war reached a point now where Ukraine should be willing to make some concessions? And if so, what would those look like?
Yes, in fact, President Trump outlined them several months ago, but he didn't follow through, and most importantly, he didn't get Zelensky and the Europeans to accept them. It would be not accepting, Ukraine can't do that, but living with the territories that Russia has occupied. That's what we did at the end of the Korean War. Secondly, Ukraine would not be able to join NATO, but on the other hand, countries, the United States, NATO states, can help Ukraine hold the line once the ceasefire comes in place. That's the basic outline that people are looking at.
Okay, well, we'll be waiting on the edge of our seats today for this major statement and announcement. Ambassador James Jeffrey, thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.